The Space65 V2 or the CyberVoyager has been one of the most hyped up boards in 2020. And with good reason. It is affordable with a really cool design, form factor, and it is highly customizable. In this episode, we'll take a look under the hood of the board, check out what's inside the box, go through the steps in building it, and do a sound test. Alright, so without further ado, let's roll that intro. Hey, how's it going? Marvin Gray here, and I am back with another build video, and this time we'll build one of the most sought after boards for the past year, the Space65 CyberVoyager. The CyberVoyager was designed by Air Potter and Old Cat and was released by Graystudio. It's a top mount 65% form factor board with a 5-degree typing angle. The PCB has ESD, supports USB-C, and can be configured via GMK or VIA. Graystudio did not offer hot swap and Bluetooth capable PCBs during the group buy, though the case can house a battery for it. It comes with a choice between aluminum plate or carbon fiber plate. The group buy went live on April 3rd of last year and ended on April 17th of the same year. The fulfillment started around late August or early September 2020. They released some extras though on January 21st of this year, which was gone in less than 5 minutes, as expected. There are 8 original color choices and 1 random color combination choice called a Schrodinger, where you can get colors that were not offered on the original batch. I would say that these are rarer color combinations because you really don't know what you'll get, so the chance of getting the colors inside the Schrodinger is less than that of what's in stock. During the extra sale, they released 5 new color combinations, which included cream versions instead of white on some of the colorways. The unit was priced at $300 or $299 during the group buy and $399 during the extra sale. These now go around $600 to as high as $750 for the rarer Schrodinger versions in the aftermarket. It is a lot cheaper than the Kano Gen 2 I built a few months ago. You can click here if you haven't seen it. Alright, so the box came in with the Cat Eternal keycap set, which we will be unboxing on a separate video. The board is pretty much well packaged and comes with a 1-page manual. The box is lined with thick sheets of foam that keep the box in place and prevents it from shaking during transport. The kit comes with a solder type PCB, an accessories box. I mean, there's so much foams, which is good. Here's a closer look at the board. The front case has a magnetic colored badge that is swappable to other colors. On the back, you'll see the back weight, and on the top side, you'll see the badge which has the CyberVoyager brand. The accessories box comes with some foot pads, some screws, washers, extra LEDs, a LED diffuser, a screwdriver, and anti-static tweezers for testing the board. Alright, so as always, test the PCB first before building it to be sure that you're building a fully functional board. Because I plan to make this a hot swap board via Millmax sockets, I will solder the sockets by inserting them and taping them on the front to keep them still. This is the 3rd time I'm doing Millmax sockets on a PCB, so I've learned quite a lot since then. I realized that this is less risky than inserting the sockets onto the legs of the switch and soldering them. This method prevents accidents on getting the switch feet soldered. The only thing you need to keep in mind here is to plan the location of the stabs and the switches. You'd also have to test it by inserting the switches to see if they fit. Also, when soldering the sockets, make sure you press the other side to make sure that they are snug and aligned, so your switches will be leveled. After soldering and testing, you can remove the tape and move to lubing the stabs. For the stabs, I use the Durock Stabs V2. I lubed them with Krytox 205 grade 0 and dug the ends of the wires to dielectric grease. I did some band-aid mods for the stabs as well. Once the hard part is done, the fun part begins, and this is where we assemble the board. The Space65 I have comes with a carbon fiber plate. Also, make sure you remove any jewelry to avoid accidentally scratching the board. So the back plate contains the back weight, the white badge, and if you notice, it has a battery slot for Bluetooth. Once you remove the plate, you'll see that it already has a sound dampening foam as well as a plate foam. Once assembled, it's easy to put in the switches. For this build, I went for the new Durock POM linear switches I reviewed recently. Special thanks to GMK for providing these switches. The Durock POM surprised me since they are really smooth and deep sounding. I can compare them to the sound and smoothness of Gateron black inks with just a little difference. So when placing switches on the Millmax board, always check if the switch was attached correctly. If the switch feet are misaligned by a small degree, they end up getting bent, and that results to a non-functioning key due to the tightness of the Millmax sockets. The best practice I do is connecting the board to a PC when attaching the switches, or test them once you attach the switch. This way you can QC the keys before moving to the next slot. Also keep in mind that the plates of the board can also be an issue when fitting switches through the Millmax boards. For this build, Gateron black inks switches are harder to insert due to its slightly bigger housing. You'll have some difficulty inserting them to the plate and then have issues making sure that the switch feet are inserted correctly. So I won't recommend them on this board if Millmaxed. They can work if you solder them since you'll have to fit the switch to the plate before soldering. Once you've placed the switches and tested them, it's time to put on the foot pads and you're done with the board. For this build, I went for the blue theme, so I am going to use GMK Striker for the keycaps. GMK Striker is only available on the aftermarket now and is quite hard to find due to its popularity. They are, however, running an R2 now, which will ship in Q1 2022. If you can wait, then I suggest you hop on that train. I have to say that the Space65 is an awesome board to have. It's easy to build, looks really cool, and just very handy. I can't say it will be my daily driver though, since I use the function row a lot when editing. So at minimum, I'd probably go with a 75% board. But I will keep this one because it is such an awesome board to have, plus the colors I got from the Schrodinger looks really cool and can easily be paired with keycaps that are white, blue, black, or even pink. Thanks again to my buddy Chan for sending this over all the way from Singapore. Alright, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, thanks for supporting this channel. I will be posting more content soon. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and smash that notifications to get notified when I upload new content. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned for the sound test. Peace.